Hi viewers, this is your host again on my clinic life, Moralai Han Obuti. Thank you so much for joining me today on another edition of my clinic live. So somehow I had to do this today because it's been a while. I'm going to be talking about should you be relating with your spouse based on your expectations or based on their capacity? Should you be relating with your spouse based on their capacity or based on your own expectation? Now, recently a lot has happened, especially after the death of the popular gospel musician Osinachi Wanchuku. I mean, everyone have been thinking, is it really worth it to give up your life for marriage and all of that? And I've been receiving some messages from people saying, "Oh, I can't cope with this marriage anymore. I want a divorce. I want this. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to live in Torrent." Now, I want you to know that it's normal or it's natural for people to have expectation in marriage. You know, you expect that, oh, this man is going to do this for you, this woman should do this for me. I mean, we all have expectations, great expectations. But come to think of it, we need to ask ourselves again, does this man or this woman married to, do they even have the capacity to give me or to deliver on what I really expect them to do? Because come to think of it, you can't give what you don't have. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So you can't give what you don't have. So is it not better or is it not wise for you to relate with them based on their capacity? You are the one married to him or you are the one married to her. You know them very well. You know what they are capable of doing. You know what their capacity is. Now, for example, financially, a man that you know that his capacity cannot buy you a car, maybe what he himself can afford as a man, what his financial capacity could take or could afford is a motorcycle or maybe a bicycle, and you got married to that man, you are expecting him to buy you a car. I've seen and heard some women say, oh, your mates are buying their wife's car, but you are not doing that for me. The question you should really be asking is, does he have the capacity to buy you that car? What is his capacity? Because I think it's wiser or it's better for us to relate with our spouses based on their capacity and not based on your expectation. Well, everyone will expect that, oh, this man will be great, this man will perform well, this man should spend well on me and things like that. But does he really have it? Does he have what it takes to get you what you want, to meet those expectations of yours in that marriage? The same thing with the woman. You are expecting so much from her. You know, someone once said, how would I even be expecting my wife to pay our house rent when I even know she doesn't have what it takes to even buy to even buy a stool in the house or a piece of furniture in the house? How do I expect her to pay the house rent? So that is a man that have assessed the capacity or the financial capacity of his wife, and he knows that she can't even afford to pay the rent. But if you have got a wife, maybe she's working, maybe her capacity is in the millions or in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you know that, oh, this person can actually afford it, then you can be expecting, that magnitude of expenditure from them. You can expect that they pick up those things because you know they've got the capacity for it. The same thing, sexually, some of us, we expect too much. You expect that, oh, that virgin of a woman that you got married to should really know so much about sex and oral sex. She should be able to give it to you the way you have learned it, maybe right from your young age. Probably you've been exposed to sex early, and she's a virgin. She's just getting to know about this thing, and you're expecting, her to give you all the maybe all the all the styles that you have been fascinating about. And maybe this woman doesn't even know so much, and all she knows is the missionary style. I tell you, that is what she's capable of doing at that time. So that is her capacity. So I think that it is a wise thing, or it is wisdom for each and every one of us to relate with our spouse based on their capacity. Now, there are some of us, when there is disagreement, when there is conflict, you are expecting that, oh, this man should actually be first to talk to me, or this my wife should be the first to talk to me. But I think that the question you should be asking yourself again is, have they gotten do they have that capacity to even resolve conflict immediately? Is it something they've got, and do they have it in them? Because if they don't have it in them, don't expect them to give it. So if they are the type that what they have in them is that they will keep the malice for days, for weeks, then don't expect him or her to settle it with you in days. So if you have got the capacity to settle the fight or the misunderstanding, the quarrel in 24 hours, why don't you be the one to initiate it and close it there? I mean, don't say, oh, but I expect him being the head, or I expect her being the woman. A woman should build her home, I expect her to be the one to do this. The question you should be asking is, does she have the capacity for it? Do you have the capacity for it? And after assessing their capacity, I think that it's good thing that you relate with your spouse based on their capacity, not based on your expectation. So that also takes us to working on yourself to develop capacity. You need to work on yourself to develop capacity. I tell you, many of us, we didn't start out life great men and women as we are privileged to be or to become today. I mean, many of us started out life, timid. Many of us started out life poor. Many of us started out life average. But we kept working on ourselves. We kept improving on ourselves. You need to get the necessary knowledge. You need to equip yourself. You need to improve yourself. You need to improve your life. What is it you are doing? You need to work on it. You need to improve on it. Some of you, you have the opportunity, the privilege to improve your life economically, financially. But some of us, we will not do that. Why? Because we believe that, oh, it's the sole responsibility of the man, or his responsibility to do it, to fix it. So why should I care about improving myself financially? I mean, that is a wrong notion. That is a wrong mindset. We should try as much as possible to work on ourselves, regardless of whether you are in marriage or not. Because I tell you, you have a life outside of marriage, and outside of marriage, you should be able to handle or take up responsibility. You should be able to do great things with your life, taking up your purpose and achieving a lot of goals and aspiration and ambition you have set out requires finances. It requires some level of guts and energy. What are you doing, to actually pursue those things? It's part of developing yourself. So what I'm trying to say is that don't be static. Yeah, it's good to relate with our spouse or engage them based on their capacity, but it's also good that you are not static. You develop yourself in every aspect, in every ramification. Now, when you keep doing this, I tell you, you will experience peace at home. You will experience joy. It's not as difficult as we think to experience peace and bliss at home. So, I would like to end on this note. Don't now say, oh, because she's going to relate with me based on my capacity, or is going to relate with me based on my capacity, then I can relax. It's whatever little I have to do that I can do. After all, that little is my capacity. No, please, don't be laid back. Don't be a laid back husband. Don't be a laid back wife. You have to do something. You have to work on yourself. You need to keep improving yourself. Work on your marriage. Work on your home. Whatever you see that is beautiful today, someone took time to tend it. Someone took time to cultivate it, to culture it, and that's why I respect men. That use love, respect to cultivate their wife. Not the ones that beat and batter their wives. No, please don't allow any man to reduce you to nothing. Same way, don't allow any woman to reduce you to nothing verbally. I mean, we all have the opportunity to improve our lives and to become great in life. Dreams do come true. So, what is your dream? Your dream of having a great and beautiful family can come to reality if only you can understand that man or that woman and you can relate with them based on their capacity and not based on your expectations. So I'm going to be stopping here. Please don't forget to keep following us, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Marie Clinic TV, and our third year anniversary is coming up in May. We'll be putting out a lot of publicity regarding that. Please keep inviting people. We hope to see you join us live on those days, and we promise to bring you interesting and insightful speakers who will be speaking to us during this time. So I'd like to end it here. Please, let's be responsible spouses. Let's be responsible husband, responsible wife. Don't transfer your title head of the family to your wife, and you wife don't transfer your title to. I mean, let each one of us do our part. It's a teamwork. Let each of us in our space and do our part. But keep doing that. I tell you, married worker. Thank you so much. I remain your host, Malaya, and I hope to see you again. I say bye bye.